Hi, today I will make weather API app. You can see I have opened my website guptanilar.pythonanyway.com, and here I have hosted some of my projects, and you can see my website here. And let's go to weather API app, and you can see this is my weather API app. And first of all, you have to enter your city name. I will enter my city name, and I will click on get weather button, and you can see it is showing you the data like temperature, feels like temperature, minimum temperature, maximum temperature, and pressure and humidity. Here the pressure is showing in millibar unit. Before starting the project, you have to go to a website called openweathermap.org, and this is not necessary that you go to this website. There are many other websites that provide you free weather API data. After this website open, you can see that there is a button in top, sign in. You can click sign in, and after that you have to generate a key for you have to generate a key. That key is used to access their API data. I have already generated, so I will not generate again. You will generate here, and after that let's start our project. I will create a project using command Django admin start project, and I will name my project as project 1. Now let's go to project 1 directory. You can see that project has created, and there is a directory named as project 1, and manager.py file is there. Now let's write command python manage.py start app, and I will name my app as weather. So our app is successfully created. Now I will add my project directory into my VS Code. The first thing we do is add our app into settings. So I will open settings.py, and here I will add my app in installed apps. Now I will save it, and after that you have to create HTML file. So in weather folder, I will create a folder named as templates, and here I will create a file called index.html, and now let's start make our HTML file. Title as weather API. Now let's see what are the contents we have to add in our HTML file. So first of all, we have to add a heading weather API. Now what was next thing? Check weather of your city. Let's add paragraph. Check weather of your city. Now let's add image. So I have ready-made image here. I will just copy. First of all, you have to create a folder like static, and we will paste this there. Now let's add that image here. In source you have to write like this, static, and name of your file, what all that, weather.jpg. Okay, and if image is not found, then we will show like image not found. And after that you have to create a form having input and a button. So let's create our form here. Leave action blank and set method as post. And first of all we write like csrf token, csrf token, and now input name it as a city and placeholder, enter your city. Now let's create a submit button, type equal to submit, and get weather. Now let's save it, and now let's create our view. Here I will define my function, def home function. I have named my function as home fn, and it will take parameter request, and if request dot method equal to post, means if the button will be clicked, then this block will run. Otherwise if we will go to that url, else it will return that index.html. Request and in index.html. Now let's create a url for our project. So you have to write from weather.views import everything, and let's create a blank path. If path will blank, then it will call home function. Now let's start our server and check. Instead of Python, you can also write py in short in your PC. I will write py manage.py. If py will not work, you can use Python also. See, server has started on your local host at port 8000. I will control plus click to open that. Oh, we forgot to add load static tag, so I will do that. We write load static. If you want to use this load static, your static file will not load. Load static. Now let's again run the server. Okay, now let's reload this. Oh, it is showing image not found. Why it happened? static weather.jpg is there, and here, oh sorry, I had entered wrong spelling. Now let's reload it. So you can see our web page has created. Now let's do its styling. So first of all, create a div and put all these things into div. So now let's set its color. It is light sea green color, so I will write style background color and light sea green. And after that you have to keep all these things to center, so I will write text align center, text align center. And now let's save it and now refresh it. Okay, this is running fine, but we have to increase its padding. See, top padding and bottom padding. So I will write padding 10 px, all the four sides 10 pixels. Now let's reload it. Okay, it is now looking fine. Okay, now let's create view for post method. Here you have to import URL live dot request and JSON. First of all, we have to use that URL open function of URL lib dot request. So I will use that URL lib dot request dot URL open. See, this is query to send request to get the API data. Okay, here you have to replace city name by your city name, and here you will enter your key like 1 2 3 4 whatever it will be. So I will copy this and paste into URL. This take input as string. So let's create a variable called key and enter your key here. I will enter 1 2 3 4 like, or your key here. Okay, and let's replace it plus key and city name by, and the city name that was submitted by the form. Here request dot post and your city. You can see that we have given the name city for that input button. And after that you have to add a read method. This will read the response that is sent by the server. So we will store this into source. We have created a variable named as source and we have passed its response. Okay, the data will be sent into JSON format. So first of all we have to parse the JSON. So we will create a variable called data and we will parse the JSON dot we imported module JSON and we will use its function loads. and we will pass source here. And to show you, I will print the data, and let's see what is happening. Okay, we have done a mistake here. Now let's see. I will reload it, and I will enter Varanasi and get weather. Okay, I had not passed my key there, that's why we got the error. You will pass your key here, so you will not get any error. So I will return the data. Wait, return, and render request and index.html, and we will pass the data. And that data is now in dictionary type. Okay, so there is key called main, and there are lot of data in that. Okay, but we will use its main data. Okay, so after that we will pass city name also. City request dot post and city. And now my views.py is completed. I will enter my key here, you will enter your key here, and wait, I forgot to add equal to here. And after that I will close my views.py. Now you can see that we are getting the data, and I was talking about this main, and this is having this all the data we need. Okay, and you can use the rest of things also if you want. I will not use those things. And now let's complete our index.html to show the data. Here we will write if condition. Okay, if data is there. Otherwise in get method also it will create a table, and that will have no values, but it will create a blank table. So, and if data, and we will close this block, if block, and if, and now let's show the city. Okay, so here I will use paragraph, and city as city. This is the city we had passed in that view.py. Okay, so city is showing, and let's bold it. And now let's create a table to show the data. Table, and create a row, td, and let's create property and value. Property You can use t head and t body also, but I'm just creating table and value. Then after that you have to call a for loop for x and y in data dot items. Okay, x will be the property and y will the value. You can see that like temp will come in x and temperature, this value will come into value y. And let's close this for loop. And each iteration will create a row and it will have data x and y. So now let's check our app. So I will reload it and see table is creating. So let's set its border and cell spacing in that thing. Let's set its border equal to 1 and cell spacing and let's align that to center. Now let's reload it. Okay, it is working fine. So you can see that temperatures are showing into Kelvin and let's change it to Celsius. And you can see this is the raw data. Okay, we have to, if you want to set like this temperature feels like maximum these things, and you have to add like degree Celsius and MB millibar and percentage. You have to use JavaScript. Okay, I will use jQuery because I like jQuery, so I will use that. So let's create a script for that. A script and src equals. So let's go to code.jquery.com and you can use the uncompressed or minified version. I will here use minified version and let's paste its link in here, source, and let's create other script also that will have our code. Okay, so first of all, if jQuery document dot ready, then function. This line means that if the document will ready, okay, if loading will complete, document will ready, then only this these functions will called. Okay, and you will see, wait, here whatever our code will run whenever the page, the HTML document will completely ready. Okay, so let's take let's set id for our each property and value. So here you have to write id and id and plus property. We are adding like property for this property and value for value. If now I will run you, I will show you. Let's reload it, and let's inspect this page. See, you can see its ID, feels like property, temp min property, and temp max property. And wait, here we have to write X. Now let's reload it, and you can see that temp value and temp property, humidity value, humidity property, you can see that. Now let's come to our scripting code. This is selector, okay. This is selector, and I will use id temp value dot text. This text method will read its text, okay. After that let's store into variable. Now, you know, to convert Kelvin to Celsius, we have to subtract it from 273.15. So let's write x minus 273.15. Now x is converted into Celsius, okay. So now let's set this value to temp value, okay. So select that element, temp value, and dot text, you pass x, okay. Now I will show you. See, now it is showing in Celsius, but we want only 2 digits after decimal, and we have to remove these digits. So but this is into string format, okay. We have to convert into float first. So x equal to parse float, and we will pass x here, and after that we will use to fixed, and we will pass here 2, means we are telling that we want only 2 digits after decimal, okay. And you will see this, wait, okay. Now it is fine, 26.05. I will do for rest of things also, you can fast forward it, okay. So let's I will copy this. So now let's add degree symbol, okay, plus degree symbol. Degree and Celsius. So values is now completed. Now I will show you all the values is formatted now. See, all the data is showing into degrees Celsius, and pressure and humidity is MB and percentage respectfully. And now let's change properties name. Okay, so I will do that now. So temp property feels like okay. So now property part is also completed. Now let's reload it. And you can see that our app is now completed. Now let's check for other places also. Okay, it is working fine. Okay, but now if you'll enter name of city that have two words, okay, means if the city name has space between it, okay, you will get an error because it will create a URL that will have space between that. Okay, so for that you have to add here at the name of the city you have to add replace and replace white space with plus. Okay, you have to replace it with plus. Now if you will enter like New Delhi, it will also work. Okay, if you will not add plus, then you will get error. If you will try New York, see, it is working fine. Okay, thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.